That's not me. I was looking at the reviews of this jacket and I'm scrolling like, wait, that guy looks like me. You ever shop on Amazon or eBay for some new clothes and you look at the measurement charts all like, maybe I'll choose a large. Well, I don't know. This review from this guy in Connecticut looks like, that might not be a good idea because he is not happy at all. I mean, seriously, just go look at the reviews of everything because usually the low-star reviews kind of revolve around the fit, and around here, that does not matter at all. Because we are going to learn how to take our body measurements, and the only thing that we need for that is a measuring tape, and we don't need any help for it. I really hate long intros. Let's do this. Let's start at the very top, our shoulders, and on this particular shirt, these shoulder seams sit exactly where I want them to, but okay, great. Awesome. What are the measurements around that? On this shirt, the distance is 17 inches, which basically means if you were to add on like 1.5 inches or 2 inches to the entire distance of my shoulders, these shoulder seams, they would be way too far down. They would make my torso look a lot bigger than it actually is. Here's a really good example of this really super dope looking jacket that I found on Amazon. I like this jacket a lot. I mean, look at this, $28.91 and free shipping. I mean, to me, that is just straight up spectacular. But the downside is, look at the stars up here. 3.5 stars. That might as well be like a 1 on Amazon. And if you try and kind of like dig a little bit deeper and figure out why that is, well, look at this. Fit, as expected. 52%. Why is that? Because I mean, really in a lot of ways, the fit in the shoulders is the most important part. And I like to just get it right the first time and just kind of be done with it. So what we want to know is, does this jacket actually fit us? Well, let's go check this out. Let's see. What they do is they have a sizing guide right down here. So if we were to choose one of these sizes that would actually fit our shoulders, which one of these would we choose? 19.5? That would actually be pretty good. I know that I said that if you were to add on, let's say, 2 inches or 3 inches to the shoulders, it would look ridiculous on a t-shirt, but a jacket, actually, that's okay. That's totally okay. So 19.5 inches for our shoulders right here. That large, perfect. Oh man, your chest is next. And when you measure your chest, you're actually measuring twice. And the reason for that is because, well, there's your chest, and then there's your chest, but I'll show you, hang on. We are gonna start with the biggest part of our chest, or like the roundest part of our chest. In my case, it's kind of weird, I know, don't judge me. And what I like to do for this part is I like to kind of take a deep breath in so that I know that I'm not undercutting it or cutting it short at all. And for my chest, it's 41 inches. And since I said that we are actually gonna measure twice, I'm gonna measure directly underneath that, and then I'll explain why I'm doing that. Now, I use the same rules, the same concept. I took a big deep breath in to make sure that I'm not undercutting it at all. And this is actually like 38 inches. So it's a solid 3 inches less than it is like 1.5 inches, even less than that, 1 inch higher up. And since we decided on the large, well, does this large, does it fit in the chest? 46 inches? Yeah, we have plenty of room to take in the chest of this jacket if we want to. Now, one thing that I can kind of see, I don't know for sure, is I feel like this is where the sleeve and the body of the coat attaches right there. So we have this big old giant seam right here, all this space right here. Whereas our armpit, it might end right there, and that might be where our seam is. I don't know, I can't tell for sure, but that's just, those are my thoughts. I really like this jacket. Look at all these different colors that this jacket comes in. And the reason why that is important is I've kind of outlined this in a previous video. On me, as an example, I know that I kind of look like a chocolate Adonis. Somebody called me that one time and made me feel really uncomfortable. But see, the thing is I'm still dealing with my waist down here. So it's a lot more narrow down here than it is up here. And once you get up this way, not only do I have to deal with my chest, but that's where my back starts as well. Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome. If anybody knows who this guy is, tell him I like him. I like him a lot. Let's check out, actually, let's pick our size first. So let's say we want to do a large. The problem with this large isn't necessarily going to translate over into the other large that we saw. So just because the other jacket fits fine in a large does not mean at all that this jacket is going to fit in a large. But check this out. They give us a size chart too. So what is it exactly that we're looking for? See? Look at this. Look at this large and look at the chest, 42 to 44 inches. And then we have the waist down here. The waist is more narrow, which is totally fine. But our other jacket, it didn't give us the dimensions for the waist. Same with our hip. It didn't give us dimensions for our hips. And I don't see my shoulders anywhere up here. Oh, Amazon is so addicting. T-shirt length, t-shirt length. That was weird. I feel like I'm like tap dancing with like oh God, I'm weird. There is a seam right here, right on top of our shirt. And what this seam is going to do is it's going to give us the exact perfect length for our t-shirt in number form. Like no more guessing, no more having to kind of eyeball it and be like, yeah, it looks good, or it doesn't look good, or it doesn't look good now, but we can make it look good. No, we're going to know a number, and numbers make this all so much easier. I set up OK Google on my phone like a couple months ago, and my daughter found out, and what she would do is she would go, "Okay, Google," and then my phone would think it was me and be like, "How can I help you?" No, it's not me. She kept doing it at dinner one day. I'm like, dude, stop. Okay, I won't do it again. "Okay, Google, how can I help you?" And the only thing we have to do is line it up right on top with that seam right there and have it fall right where your t-shirt is. Now this t-shirt is 27 inches right from that seam. So basically what that tells me is that this t-shirt is the perfect length. And the reason why it is the perfect length is because I like my t-shirts to end right in the middle of my fly. I'm like, really? What? Yeah, that's real safe. This jacket for the length, how is it? Well, it's straight up perfect because we don't want the length of our jacket to be equal to a t-shirt. We want it to be like 1 inch or 2 inches, a little bit longer than that. 28.5 inches, perfect. You know what it's time for? It's time for your waist. And the thing that I actually didn't pick up on for kind of a long time, even when I was using a template to tailor all these t-shirts, is the waist. I would get the fit just spot on perfect everywhere but the waist, and I'd kind of put it on and I'm like, it's still sort of tight. Here's a little tidbit for you. We're gonna measure our waist, but there's something else that we also need to compensate for. Get your head out of the gutter. The waist on this t-shirt is 42 inches around. Now, you also actually need to compensate for the fact that you're wearing pants, and your pants might have a belt kind of looped in there. So add on 1 inch for that, because I never actually accommodated for that at all. So I would tailor a shirt and I'd put it on and it would be too tight in the waist. It kind of looks stupid. It would be all like just snug, way too snug in the waist. But now, no, now that I know that, it would have saved me so much trouble. Let's use this t-shirt as an example. It's $5.94. It's a great price. It has awesome, the reviews are good, the stars are good. It has a ton of different reviews. We're gonna choose a large like we normally would. Okay, it looks good on this guy. Well, look at that. Fit as expected, 83%. That's amazing so far. Well, they give us a size chart. This is gonna make or break this t-shirt. Let's see what we got. And we got a whole bunch of nothing. Now, our chest, okay, cool. Large, chest, 22 inches, way too small. And not only is it too small, but they don't give us any other kinds of information. Our waist is helpful, yeah. What about our shoulders? Just because it fits in the chest and the waist, we have no idea if it fits in the shoulders. These puppies are sick! This sleeve width is about 15 and a half inches, and what that tells me is that if I ever run across a t-shirt that is like 17 inches in diameter, that's good. I know how to slim it and make it, smaller, but anything, let's say 13 inches in diameter, no bueno. And you know what I really like about this t-shirt is the length of the sleeve. I don't have to do anything for it. To me, it looks great, exactly where it is. It's fine, like it's good. So what is it? What is it? What we want to do for this is we want to measure from the shoulder seam and see exactly where it ends. Look at me just flexing my tris on camera, and it's actually 8 inches, which means that 8 inches is gonna be the perfect length for my t-shirt sleeves. Your mileage is gonna vary. Your measurements are gonna be completely different from mine. These are not a guideline. These are not hard and fast rules. I'm just kind of showing you how to do it. As far as our sleeves go, for this size right here, 26.5 inches, that's obviously gonna be for the length of our sleeves. It's not gonna give you the width, which is totally fine, that's okay. From this picture right here, looks like it's good, we're good. I know I'm actually gonna go use that same template because I bought a couple more t-shirts for $6 and I'm gonna go tailor them now. That's all I got for you. SD out. Come up with something on the fly here. Good night. That was awkward.